Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing a super short haul of showing basic items that we need for summer school. So sometimes we do and sometimes we don't really talk about it. We basically do year-round homeschooling. And it's not that like we want our kids to constantly be in school. It's just whenever we do give them the option of summer break, they want to do units on science and history, and they want to do some remedial math so they don't forget it over the summer. So we just basically have a summer schedule that we incorporate, and we can talk about all that in another video. So for summer, we basically just go to minimum. We try not to have like a lot of fluff items, and also we just don't have the storage for the fluff items. And if we travel with the school items, we don't want to like have to carry huge stacks of books, which is one of the reasons why we said before we left Tobacco, was we don't want huge stacks of books. But we have found like some key elements that help us to keep us organized, keep the schoolwork together, and help us to stay focused. So I'll show you those, and then I'll probably do a whole nother video talking about what we're doing for summer school and then what we'll be doing in the fall for our 2022-2023 school year. I will also preface this is only for my foster team because all of my other kids already had the supplies that they needed for summer school, plus a couple of other filler items that we needed. So the one most basic item that we have for all of our kids is a 3-ring binder with, and yes, I did pay for this, I just put it in here as soon as we got it at the store to keep from losing it. But the first thing in here is a 3-ring binder, and we try to stick with the, that doesn't say on this side, I think it's right here, it says the 1-inch one, because this is basically for organization. It is really hard to find planners for school, like a school planner for teenagers that goes through the summer. But our kids do activities through the summer. So what I do is I have a book called How to Homeschool by Gail Graham. And I will link that in our Amazon affiliates up here. It is my favorite book for homeschooling the way that we're going to be schooling from now on, now that we've gotten permission to do it from our umbrella school and stuff. Anyways, we'll get into that in another video because I want to like fill this one with that because it's a lot of information. But anyways, so like they don't make planners for summer usually. So what we end up doing is we take a 1-inch binder with page protectors, and there's 420 count because it was cheaper to get the smaller packs than it was to get the big packs. I like it kind of shows on here like there's a calendar on here. So what we end up doing is in that book, How to Homeschool, in the back there are pages that you can copy off and run off as many copies as you need. And what I'll do is I'll make like a week at a time, a month at a glance, or summer at a glance, specific subjects at a glance, and I will put those all in here along with their chore chart and with any other list of activities and things that they need. Plus, usually what the older ones will do is this is also where they store their graph paper, because they need their graph paper to be a little more loose leaf than just in their 3-prong folders. And I didn't show those on here because we'd already purchased those for her. But each child also has one pocket folder with the prongs for each subject, plus one for their vacation planner / journal, plus an extra just in case we end up throwing an extra unit in and need something to put school supplies in. This pocket is obviously for pencils, but also what I use again for the older ones is this is where their compass goes for math class. I prefer the one that's a little more like not as floppy in here, but also like these I think will tear it less, and it was the only one they had for summer because it's hard to get school supplies in the summer. Again, so back to these sheet protectors. Basically what I do is instead of punching holes in them, yes I can punch holes in them, it makes it easier for planners and things, or for like the printouts, to just go ahead and put them in page protectors because they can glance through them a lot easier that way. And honestly, there's not a ton of printing. I do about one a week, and then I just do like a week at a time for the planning, and it also helps do that. If there's a subject that they need more, like if there's a subject that we're piecing together our own curriculum, I'll also do sheets for that and put them in page protectors, honestly mostly for that because we'll probably repeat that with other kids, since I have with our foster I have 2 in 10th, well technically they're still finishing, but 2 in 10th grade, 1 in 8th grade, and 1 in 7th grade. So again, that's what the sheet protectors are for, is like just having plenty of those. We buy pencils every year in the fall, and honestly most of the pencils were still holding up just fine. So instead of buying more pencils and more erasers, I just bought lead to fill the pencils that they already had, because like I said, most of them, so when our kids do a lot of erasing, we use the big fat pink erasers and we use those and we keep those in our bin at the table while we're working, and even when we're traveling we have several of those. So honestly, they're not even wearing their erasers out, they're not even wearing the pencils out, so we just needed more lead, so I picked up a large pack of lead. And then last but not least, I have the college ruled 150 pack paper. Bought 2 packs of those. Those are to help fill the pocket folders that, again, I had already purchased before this. And she also will have some in here just for extra, just in case, because like she may not think to get some extra out of the back of a prong folder, and prong folders are kind of hard to open sometimes. But like if she just needs a sheet of paper for school really quick for something for notes, she can get it out of here and then add it to her prong folder later. So that's it for our really quick summer haul. Again, I'd already bought the prong folders, so I don't have those right here. They're already in her bin and being sorted, and we're working on transitioning from our umbrella school technically goes from spring to summer, which our schedule technically goes from summer to spring. It's kind of weird. So like technically we're still in 2 9th grade, 7th grade, and 6th grade, but for us in our mindset, I have 2 10th graders, 8th grader, and 7th grader already. But so it's kind of weird on that. But anyways, they're already in there. She's already using them. But these were items that we need to pick up so that, again, she could finish getting her planning and stuff done and ready for the school year. But that's it for this video. I will have another video soonish after some travel that we're going to be doing for in between the spring and summer semester. Thank you to all of our members for supporting this content and helping us continue making videos. Thank you to all of you for supporting me with your positive comments, liking, and subscribing, and we will see you next time.